The Our Ocean Summit recently met in Washington, D.C., saving the world oceans from pollution, supporting fisheries as the world's food source, and preserving economic livelihoods around the world were on the agenda. In continuing our series on the Our Ocean Summit, VOA's Carolyn Turner has more.
At the recent Our Ocean Summit held in Washington, world leaders and scientists from 90 countries created the framework to support marine conservation and regional marine plans, and many African nations made commitments. Madagascar has the most biodiversity in the southwest of the Indian Ocean. More than 50% of the population lives near the coast and depends on the marine ecosystem in their everyday life. The government announced plans to create 22 marine protected areas. 20 of those have already been created, with an ocean surface area of almost 1.5 million hectares.
Within this same vein, the conservation of resources, Madagascar also wants to make an inventory of all the resources for the fisheries that are overfishing, as well of those different sectors with added value.
Local communities that live on the west coast of Madagascar will be charged with protecting the ocean.
To realize this ambition to have an autonomous management of the PMAs by the local communities is slowed down by a lack of synergy. What we observe is there is a congestion, and there is a lack of existence of scientific committees to strengthen the decisions.
Seychelles is a small nation about half the size of New York City, but their claim to the ocean is 3,000 times larger than its landmass. To finance the transition to sustainable fisheries, the country has issued a blue bond.
The adoption of the 2030 Agenda for Sustainable Development and the signing of the Paris Agreement on Climate Change have created this new urgency for a more comprehensive framework to address the needs of small states.
The Blue Bond is expected to raise $15 million for rebuilding fish stocks, introducing harvest control measures, and eco-labeling, with support from Prince Charles Charities, the Nature Conservancy, and the World Bank.
Financing conservation and sustainable development is expensive for small nations. For instance, creating a monitoring system for an ocean as large as ours will require a massive outlay that could displace critical social spending.
Seychelles plans for up to 400,000 square kilometers of marine protected areas by the year 2020.
This is part of a comprehensive marine spatial plan for the entire EEZ via a debt swap of up to $27 million with the Paris Club creditors and the government of South Africa.
Seychelles also launched a forum on African marine sciences, a network between science academies, universities, and organizations from more than 12 African countries designed to enhance collaboration on ocean science to strengthen local capacity and support ocean and blue economy policy engagement across Africa. Carolyn Turner, VOA News, Washington.